So before we get into listening to some music with the new amp that we installed, I just want to give a quick update on my system. I remember last video I said that I was starting a wall build with 4 of these guys. Well, just to have an update on what's going on with that, and figured I should fill you guys in since I wanted to document the whole process. So I said I was doing 4 DC XL Elite 12s in a 6 order box. Well, that has changed to a 4th order box because the designer said that it wouldn't fit in the back of my car, even though I figured I had enough room. It was a good amount. So we decided on a 4th order. I tuned it low because that's mainly what I want. Is I just want lows and to move a bunch of air and just be windy. And I'm not about that high frequency life. I like 20 to 28. That's like my favorite sound right there, even lower. But so we have the design. I'll put that up on the video right now. And on top of that, we also have 2 more of these sitting at home, and I'll put that up. And then we also have, which I'm about to show you, we have a new amp that we put in, which by the title you can see it's a DC 5K. We have the Teramp's MD 5K on it. And I just gotta say, going from Brazilian to Korean, I'm never going back to Brazilian again. That was the difference in sound quality and loudness, like volume wise, is 5 times louder, and it sounds way better, way clearer. It's such a overall sound difference. I'm never going back to Brazilian. But on top of the 1 amp we have installed, we also have 1 more sitting at home. So we're up to 2 amps, 2 DC 5Ks, and we have all 4 subs plus the design ready to go. So technically we're ready to start building. I also have on the way a 370 amp alternator that I'm going to be installing, and I think after that the only piece that we need left to finish off the build completely is our lithium. And I'm planning on getting a 70 amp hour limitless, which I wish I could have went like CES or CMAX or like a style like that, because it would have been more efficient with power. But my car is PCM regulated with the charging voltage, so it's stuck at 14.4, and those you need about 15 volts to charge them properly, so I don't have the charging capabilities of that. And you can bypass it, but you start messing with all kinds of shit that I don't even want to. This is my daily driver. I don't want to fuck with any of that, so I just said I'll leave it. You know, I can just, it's going to be expensive, but you know, it'll be worth it in the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new amp that we have, and we'll play a few songs for you. So here's the new amp. We got a DC 5K. I know it's upside down, but that's because it's power and grounds are on this side, and I had the battery on this side. That was as much power wire as I had, so, you know, fuck it, it's a temporary setup. But I had to move the fuse block over onto the side because I couldn't get them to flex enough to get in there. It wasn't a big deal, just moved it. Same exact thing, single full throttle, dual fuse holder, but now we just got dual power and grounds on a DC 5K. Funny thing about this amp is I actually have the gain 100% down, and I cannot max out my bass knob, so it's a pretty insane difference. I have them wired, they were at 2 ohms on the Teramp's because it was a 2 ohm stable amp. I have them wired down to 0.5 ohm right now on this guy, so it's fucking pounding away. Oh yeah, and when we get the wall going, they're gonna be wired to 0.5 ohm each amp. So we'll have 2 going to each amp, and they'll be 0.5 ohm each. Just taking another peek at these guys before we get into it. Same deal. 2 of these guys looking real good. But yeah, let's go ahead and listen to some. So I do want to apologize in advance. I am sorry for the short clips. Since I Bluetooth my phone to my deck, I have to use Snapchat as my video recording device because it's the only way I can play music while filming at the same time. So I can only do 30-second clips, but that's right. I noticed on the first video that We didn't get a ton of flex videos. There's only a couple shots, but that's because I was stinking my subs and I didn't want to hurt them in any way. But now that we got this Korean amp, this DC 5K, I can play for a good bit. Even when they're stinking, they're still not getting hot. So I just want to apologize for the short clips, but I'll try and get some extra clips, maybe some flexing of the roof, maybe some sub flexing, for sure some door flexing. We'll get some good stuff going, so it'll be a good comparison. Maybe if I'm feeling it, we'll do some side by sides, but we'll let's get it going. Don't mind the hat hair and the big ass forehead. I'm fresh off work, but we're gonna get a little hair tricking going a little bit. I wish I had a partner who I could fucking throw their head in the window, but I'm fresh off work and I'm just pulled over on the side of a road, so by myself. But let's get this going. We got this song is 35 to 28 hertz. Like an old big machine. Daddy, bring a friend, tag team. Then I beat them off like the woofers in my herd. I give her Tylenol, cause she say her jaw's hurt. Need a chicken like Trina, make her dreams come true. Baby, when I come, guaranteed come too. And like 360, dick hypnotized live. Put that on my phone, baby, if you think.
Me and my dog, it was us. Then you went and wrote a statement, and that really fucked me up. My brother lost his life, and it turned me to a beast. My